This is the single best exercise you can do to activate your core if you have lower back pain, and it must be learned first if you're to fix that back pain for good. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michael Fatika and I am the lead osteopath and spine specialist here at Back in Shape. And today we're going to show you this master core exercise that makes all the other exercises you do for your back safer and effective, and ultimately means you get more lasting recovery. We like to call this drill the magic candle drill, and let's get into it and show you now. Start out by popping yourself on the floor or on the bed if you really struggle to get down there. And we're going to be working on the lower section of the core in particular. And this is from the belly button down to the pubic bone, because this is the area that's opposite or around and supports the L4-5 and L5-S1 segments at the bottom part of the spine. Chances are that's where your injury lies, or that's where the source of your back pain is. So we're going to get the good old rolled up towel, but this one, we've rolled it a lot smaller and tighter. And this is going to go just down here to support that area, but very gently. All it's looking for is to see if we're moving our spine. So pop yourself on your back and place the towel in location. Super easy. You find those two bony bits at the base of your spine and just pop the towel just above those. Generally speaking, the towel will now be opposite my belly button. Then take our hands, pop our fingers pressing into the space between our belly button and our pubic bone. This is another sensor. It's there to feel when we're engaging the muscles. Next thing we're going to do is take a big, deep belly breath in. All the way. Our spine should not move through any of this exercise, and you're going to feel if it does by your spine pressing into the towel. And then we breathe all the way out. All the way. Once we've breathed all the way out, this is where the magic candle comes in. We imagine we have a candle here, and what we're going to do is as we breathe all the way out, we get a few extra breaths. And as we do those extra breaths without breathing in, we feel these muscles down here contract. We feel them engage, maybe for the first time in a long time. So we'll do it once together all the way through. Breathe in with the belly, all the way out. 3 extra breaths. And you will feel, as you do those, that core having to contract to squeeze the last bits of air out of your lungs. And that's why we call it the magic candle drill. It's that last part that is the hack into feeling this lower section of the core start to work. And you might, the first time you do this, only feel it with your fingers, but over time, you're going to feel it work, the core itself, and you will feel your core actually working. Now, when you're practicing this particular exercise, you can do 3 or 5 rounds through, breathing in all the way, breathing out all the way until your lungs are emptied, and then getting those extra 3 short, sharp, just to feel that last bit of core engagement. We can do it in the morning, the middle of the day, later in the day. This is a drill, an exercise that comes first, which is why we said it's the master exercise, to teach you how to engage those muscles and what that feels like. Why is this important? Well, if you cannot engage your core properly, if you don't have a mental awareness for your core muscles, especially down here in the lower back, you're going to really struggle to do other more advanced and upright exercises safely. You're also going to struggle to engage your core if you're picking the shopping out of the car, if you're moving the kettle around the house, or doing any other household activity. By learning this particular movement, you're going to be able to safely, on demand, engage your core. To start with, you will need to use the breathing mechanism to do that. The idea is with practice, you get better and better and more aware of that mind-muscle connection between this vital part of your body so that you can engage it on demand without needing to play around with your breath and hack your way in. One of the big differences between this movement and other ways of engaging your core is the spinal movement, which is why we have the towel here. All too often, people are taught to engage their core by doing a pelvic tuck. And this is terrible for reasons we discussed in a dedicated video, which you can see up here or down here, a full episode of the podcast where I explained the problems with the pelvic tuck. suffice to say here, you're learning the engagement of your core with a movement, and a movement that loads the discs, and a movement that is problematic if you're doing it standing up. This exercise holds your spine in its ideal position, doesn't involve any movement of that spine, and is perfect for you to apply to other activities, as we've already mentioned. Ultimately, the reason this is the safest drill that you can do for your back is because it involves no movement, and it teaches you stability, which is one of the core principles that we teach in the Back in Shape program. We've discussed in a recent video other exercises that you might have done that need to be eliminated in the video on the 3 worst exercises for low back pain. You can check that up here or down in the description. If you're still struggling and you want a bit more guidance, then do check out the full 80-minute back health masterclass that is on the YouTube channel. There again will be a link up here, a link down here. This core exercise and candle drill that we've just covered is going to make the very first part of that, and we teach you how to integrate that into the future exercises that you need to do to fix back pain once and for all. And as always, if you do need that extra hand holding and a bit more guidance from us, then we've got the membership to the Back in Shape program, which you can join, again, link down in the description. If you've got any other questions after this video, maybe you've tried the candle drill, let us know how you felt. Did you feel it the first time you did it, or did it take a couple of times? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.